He was fighting his big boy,
A
heavyweight boy, and Tank hit that nigga. He hit him so hard that he was on the top of the rope just like this.
It allowed Jake Paul's brother to be in there and be able to last with a smaller man, a smaller, older, greater fighter who's mostly was concentrating on defense more than just offense.
Gervonta Davis is pushing his training to an entirely new level, going to war in sparring sessions with heavyweights as he prepares for his clash with Jake Paul. Davis isn't holding anything back. He's been trading power shots with fighters much bigger than him. One recent session got so intense that the heavyweight reportedly looked shaken after taking one of Davis's thunderous punches.
Oh, no, you're right.
But tell people what happened.
Man, I was about to spar. Before I was about to spar Tank, he was sparring his big boy.
A heavyweight
Boy. And Tank hit that nigga. He hit him so hard that he was on the top of the rope just like this.
Gervonta Davis is making waves once again, this time by dominating sparring sessions against heavyweight fighters. Famous for his explosive power at lightweight and super lightweight, Tank is proving that size is nothing on skill and precision. In recent footage, he's seen unleashing crisp, lightning-fast combinations that keep even the bigger men on edge. The way he dictates the pace, slips through counters, and fires back with pinpoint accuracy shows just how focused his preparation has become. Every movement reflects not only sharpened power, but also the endurance needed to withstand and overcome much larger opponents. A key advantage as he gears up for his upcoming clash with Jake Paul.
Look like you're playing pool with a short stick. All in between him. Punch when he punch, yeah. Punch when he punch. Punch when he punch. Yep. They ain't stopped firing. We slowed down. Now we're gonna commence firing again. That's what we do. We reload and come back. Yeah, you ain't gotta get close, Tank, because we know you're scared to get close. Get close, Tank. Keep rolling, yeah. All the way down the road. Come to me, baby.
Even with a clear size gap between Davis and many of his sparring partners, Tank continues to test himself against fighters who significantly outweigh him. These sessions aren't about proving dominance, they're about precision. His mastering distance control, managing tempo, and maintaining his signature explosiveness even under pressure from big opponents. According to his team, this kind of training sharpens his sense of timing and movement angles, crucial for adjusting to Jake Paul's unpredictable boxing style. Davis understands that Jake's biggest advantage is his size, so by sparring with heavyweights, he's eliminating that intimidation factor before fight night. It's a strategy built on discipline, confidence, and preparation, ensuring that when the bell rings, he's ready for every scenario that comes his way.
Here's a clip of Gervonta Tank Davis releasing footage of him training and sparring with a heavyweight ahead of his showdown with YouTube sensation turned professional boxer Jake Paul that's set to take place November 14th in Atlanta, Georgia at the State Farm Arena. Tank Davis is 5'4" and he weighs in at 135. His last fight, he actually was 133 pounds. Jake Paul is 6'1" with a 76-inch arm reach, and he weighed in at 199 pounds his last fight. And fight before that, he weighed in at 224 pounds. Gervonta Tank Davis has a 67-inch arm reach. This is why this fight has to be ruled an exhibition and not a real professional boxing match, because no boxing commission will sanction it. Let me know what y'all think about this. As you see, Tank Davis is using and working on movement. Let me know. I'm gone. Peace.
Former UFC star and fight analyst Chael Sonnen has made it clear that Gervonta Davis carries the weight of boxing's credibility on his shoulders in this matchup. Sonnen pointed out that, while Jake Paul has brought attention to the sport, it's now up to Tank to remind the world what real boxing looks like. For Sonnen, this fight isn't just competition, it's a statement. Davis' mission is to prove that technical mastery, timing, and years of experience in the ring still outweigh social media fame. Sonnen said with confidence that Tank plans to silence the circus surrounding Jake Paul by letting his fist deliver the truth. A knockout, in this case, wouldn't just be a win. It would be a message to anyone who's forgotten what elite boxing truly represents.
Which is to let anybody know that's listening that it doesn't make any difference, that boxing is a real sport. my skills versus your skills, of which I am an abundance of and of which you have none of. My life's commitment and dedication versus a second or third or fourth thought in the world of priority on your list. And I used to believe those things. Now, I go back far enough in MMA that I've had my eyes open a number of times. The fact that karate was so incredibly useless, or the fact that Jeet Kune Do was so incredibly useless, like these were not things that I would have bet on when I was in high school. As a wrestler at that time, I would not have assumed that I would fare well in a fight against somebody that knew Kung Fu. We had all been falsely led through Hollywood. Not through competition, not through sport, not through understanding of the game, but just through Hollywood. We were told that those guys were the most dangerous guys. So, we then eventually get up to Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather, which had a weight discrepancy, but it was very small. I mean, I watched him weigh in, I want to say it was like 8 pounds.
As fight week approaches, new footage and reports confirm that Gervonta Davis has been sparring with heavyweight fighters in his camp. These aren't light tune-ups. They are full-intensity sessions designed to push Tank past his limits. His coaches explain that the goal is simple: make the Real fight feel easier by enduring tougher challenges in training. Going toe-to-toe with heavyweights forces Davis to refine his defense, improve his head movement, and perfect the art of generating power efficiently against bigger opponents. Each round builds his confidence, proving that even against stronger men, his timing and precision remain the great equalizers. It's an unconventional but highly effective approach, one that shows just how seriously Davis is taking Jake Paul as a legitimate threat.
Lucas, film! Lucas, film! Keep that stick in the short stick. Slow. There you go. There you go. Relax. See everything come. Everything's come.
Renowned boxing coach Teddy Atlas has shared his thoughts, calling Gervonta Davis one of the most powerful and technically gifted fighters in the sport today. Atlas addressed the talk surrounding Jake Paul's size advantage, saying it won't mean much once the fight starts. He believes Davis's experience against elite-level opposition gives him an edge that Jake simply can't replicate. According to Atlas, Tank has faced every style imaginable, from counter-punchers and pressure fighters to taller opponents and defensive specialists. Meanwhile, Jake's resume still lacks true boxing veterans. Atlas added that fans asking, "What if Jake lands one big punch?" are missing the real point. It's not about one shot, it's about adaptability under pressure, and that, Atlas says, is what separates seasoned fighters like Davis from entertainers who step into the ring for show.
Do have one guy who, he's smaller, but he's a top fighter, he can punch, and he's fighting a guy who's not a top pro fighter, who's bigger. What if he hits him on the chin? What if he hits him on the chin? It'll wind up selling. And that's what'll wind up selling it. The what if. What if Tank makes him do a cha-cha? He hits him on the chin, and Jake Paul, we're gonna find out if he can dance. Whoa. Do the cha-cha. That's what's gonna sell it. And you can't argue that what if. You can't. I know I get to places that other people won't go and everything else, that just dismiss stuff because it's easier to do that, it's safer to do that. You don't have to bows and arrows coming at you from people that argue with you because you did that, but I don't care. I've had bows and arrows my whole life. I don't care. But that's true. That what if? What if this guy who is a real good puncher, who is one of the best fighters in the world right now, what if he hits him? What if he makes a miss and he counters him? Or he jumps up in the air. Bang! And he hits him. Sid Terrace was a great fighter. No, not the 1700s, but years ago. And Customato told me he loves Sid Terence. He said, Teddy, he used to jump up in the air and hit you with 3 jabs. I said, whoa, man, Sid Terence. All right. Anyway, look, I can't finish without saying that it did invoke some memories and thoughts that we've been here before in a different way, where Jake Paul's brother fought Mayweather. That's not forget. And I'm not saying I like that either. I mean, first of all, Mayweather was past his prime. He was already retired. He was older, everything, but he's still the great Mayweather. And Mayweather was fighting a guy, what was it, 50-pound difference, 60-pound difference, whatever it was. And that size made a difference. It allowed Jake Paul's brother to be in there and be able to last with a smaller man, a smaller, older, greater fighter who's mostly was concentrating on defense more than just offense.
Sports analyst Max Kellerman offered a more personal perspective on Gervonta Davis' motivation, suggesting that Tank accepted the Jake Paul fight not only for competition, but also to secure financial stability and spend more quality time with his family. After years of non-stop training camps and title defenses, Davis reportedly wanted a matchup that delivered both excitement and a payday big enough to give him some breathing room. Kellerman noted that Davis has been thinking about slowing his career pace, focusing more on family and mental balance. To him, this fight isn't just business, it's a transitional moment. A high-profile spectacle that lets Davis enjoy the rewards of his hard work while reminding the world that, when the gloves come on, he's still one of the most dangerous fighters in boxing.
Jake Paul is not the problem with boxing, Tank Davis is. Jake Paul's doing exactly what he's supposed to do. He's a Disney Channel kid, YouTube star turned boxer. Of course, he's gonna make these stupid spectacle matchups. He doesn't care about his career, his legacy, or the sport. Meanwhile, we have Tank Davis, the heir apparent to Floyd Mayweather and Adrian Broner, who has real talent. And if he was actually consistent in the ring and was willing to get in with some of the best fighters in the world, he could be top 3 pound for pound best fighters in the sport. But instead, Tank just wants to hold up his division for 5 years and make a mockery of the sport, especially with this fight.
And that's all for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates, analysis, and breaking stories from the world of boxing. Until next time, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.